All right, Arroyo and Sons Mobile Auto Clinic. Boom, boom. We are here today, and we are doing a transmission rebuild on a 2014 Chevy Silverado. Hi, Steve. We're gonna get the transmission out. I'm gonna take it to my boy at Rod's Transmissions on Jensen because he always gets me right. And we are going to get the customer right. So we will have this transmission out in about maybe 3 to 4 hours. So, to be continued. Can't be done without a lift. You want to raise your vehicle properly. Raise the rear end, put on some jack stands. We got the front on the ramps. The chucks on the ramps, just for extra safety. Once you get under there, you're going to want to start at the drive shaft. Well, you can start wherever you want, but we start at the drive shaft. Remove the drive shaft. And then we're going to work towards the front of the truck. Go towards the cross member, the exhaust. After that, we'll go ahead and knock out the starter. After the starter, we'll get electrical connections that go to the transmission. Then we'll work on the flywheel bolts, and then we'll get the housing bolts and transmission lines and all the good stuff and start going down with it. We got the drive shaft removed. It is 4 11mm bolts that are holding it to the differential with a C-clip. Cross member on the transmission is removed. Those are going to be 21mm on both sides, and in the middle transmission mount coming from underneath will be a 15mm. Okay, so we have the drive shaft off, we have the cross member off, we got all 4 O2 sensors disconnected, we got the starter off. We got 5 out of the 6 exhaust bolts at the cats off. We're still gonna have to get this little ring right there, and I gotta do the transmission connector right there. That little harness right there. And then after that, the lines, any mounts or brackets that are holding the lines onto the transmission, and then we can start with the flywheel, and then the housing bolts, and then we should be ready to come out. So we got the exhaust with the cats off, 15mm, 3 on that side, 3 on that side, and there's a 13mm clamp that goes right here that connects it to the flex pipe. Those are the 4 O2 sensors that are disconnected. The starter right there. So yeah, now we can start working on the transmission lines, torque converter bolts, bell housing. So things to look for when you're doing these kind of jobs, you can see that bell housing right there, saturated with oil. Usually a good indication that the rear main seal is out. And if you take a look up there, saturated with oil is a good indication that that valve cover gasket is leaking. Oil doesn't run up, it runs down, and that's definitely a valve cover gasket leak right there. So we're gonna let the customer know if they wanna address it. We'll address it. If they don't, then that's them basically saying they don't want it fixed. All right, so we got transmission housing bolts out. It's gonna be a couple brackets on them when you're under there. It's gonna be one at the very, very top point of the transmission. It's gonna have a vacuum hose bracket. Remove the 13. Slide the bracket off, and then you can remove the bolt with the 15. Same thing on the 2 left sides, or the 2 left sides. The right hand side and the left hand side of it, there's gonna be a bracket there, bracket there. They're gonna be clipped to fuel lines or transmission lines, I forget, but you just remove the 13s, take the bracket off, and then with your 15, slide them out. Then we got our 2 horseshoe clips that hold the transmission lines in. You get those out. I still have the lines in the ports because I don't want to make a mess just yet. So once we do the flywheel bolts and we got the flywheel bolts removed, then I'll go ahead and pull the lines out and let them drain, and then we can go ahead and start coming out with the transmission. So we got the torque converter bolts off, 3 of them, 15mm. You got this dust shield that's covering up where the starter would go in, and it's a 10mm bolt holding it in. Once you remove that, like an access panel. You'll be able to see the flex plate flywheel. Rotate the crankshaft to 24 millimeter until you see the first one. Take it off. Rotate until you see the second one. Take it off. All the way to the third one. Take it off. This job is always better with two people. Can be done with one person, but it'll take a lot longer. It'll be a lot harder. So now we're gonna go ahead and put our transmission jack up under there, cradle the transmission, strap it down, remove the two lower bolt housing bolts, transmission housing bolts, sorry about that. And remove the two lower ones, and then strap it up to our transmission jack and start removing it. And yeah, we're gonna pull out the lines as well too. Show you underneath how it's going. So those are the lines we're gonna pull out. We're gonna put the transmission jack up under the pan, run the ratchet strap over it, and go ahead and lower it down. These are the two lower bolts. You can see right there next to the oil filter. There's one on the opposite side. Remove those. The transmission is out. So this is their review of one of the brackets. It's going to be the vacuum line, vacuum hose. So this bracket pins up against there like that. The bolt goes through it like this, and then the bolt runs through it. Well, first you put your mount nut under, and then it has a thread sticking out, and you'll put this over there, and then the 13 goes on it. Now just move that out the way. So dipstick is out. This connection right there has a tab on it. You just rotate it to the left until it unclicks and it'll pull out. There's a transmission mount on there. We're probably going to replace that because it's a little bit wonky. But other than that, it's out. There's a torque converter. There, 3.5 hours it took. That's with two people. If you're one person, it's going to take a little bit longer than that. Actually, a lot longer. So, hope this video helps anybody who's doing a transmission. It's not a detailed video. I don't do detailed videos with the camera underneath it while I'm doing the job from start to finish, but I do segments of it, and in between segments, I'll explain kind of what tools you need and things like that. But for the most part, 10 millimeter, 13 millimeter deep, 15 millimeter deep, 15 millimeter shallow for the torque converter bolts, and I think that's it. I think that's pretty much it. Pry bar to kind of pry the transmission away from the motor once you get everything loose. Transmission jack, of course, you're gonna need that. That's about it though. Pick for the lines, unhook those little horseshoe clips. But for most of it, that's about it. Impact wrench, impact gun helps a lot. You don't need one, but if you don't have one, add more time to that clock. So yeah, 2014 Silverado 2-wheel drive. This is not a 4-wheel drive removal. This is a 2-wheel drive removal. 4-wheel drive removal will require a lot more. You got a whole lot more. But 2014 Silverado. There you go.